You've talked about the environmental causes of this, what's called a virus spillover, like infectious diseases like COVID-19, causes such as environmental causes such as deforestation, the loss of biodiversity, and wildlife poaching. Could you explain what the link is between development and the spread of these infectious diseases?
Well, we've done the science on this. We've been working on this for 20 years. We tracked every known emerging disease to its origin from the scientific literature. And then we tested with mathematical models what's driving that. What are the causes that could underlie the emergence of these new diseases? And what we find is they emerge in places where human populations are very dense and growing. They emerge in the tropics mainly because that's where the wildlife diversity is, and the viruses that become pandemic come from wildlife. And the other key factor is land use change. People moving into new areas, encroachment into wildlife habitat, building roads into a forest for a mine or for a logging camp. There are many, many examples of diseases like Ebola, SARS, and others, HIV itself from this. And that's a global trend that will drive the rise of future pandemics. Now, we're not saying that we've got to stop every modern aspect of development. We can do these things, but we need to do them in a smarter way, a more sustainable way. And we need to start treating pandemics as a risk of doing these things around the planet. We've got to reassess our relationship with the environment and reduce our ecological footprint. It's to the benefit of conservation. It'll reduce climate change. It will also stop us getting sick. And I think that's a really important point. For folks on the right who aren't interested in conservation or climate change, what about your own health? We are making ourselves sick by making the planet sick. And that's really the message that needs to come through from this. Because if we just treat this as another disease, wait for a vaccine, and then think, great, it's all over. Well, I've got news. There are 1.7 million more viruses out there that will be emerging in the future. We can either wait for them to emerge and get sick and have another global recession, or we can get out there and readdress our relationship with wildlife and make the planet a little bit healthier.